Hello, 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 Scorpios. Thank you so much for joining Queen Amun Ra today for your reading. This is going to be an extended reading, and I'm so excited to share this reading with you all on today. Let's get started. As I said, it's going to be an extended reading. I am using the Mystic Monday cards. For those of you who are familiar with these cards, they're pretty thick. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards for you, and we're going to get started. Again, it's going to be an extended reading for you all. I love all of my astrological signs. I love my Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, water signs. You guys represent your journey to emotions and creativity. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the universe is going to share with me today about you guys. Okay. Whoa. Okay. All right. Okay. You have some major arcanas in here, but this is good. Okay. This is really good. Okay. Let's start with, let's see. Let's start with this Four of Pentacles. This is the first card that I pulled for you guys. This represents, okay, so the Pentacles or coins, which are pentacles, represents a journey to money and wealth. Okay, so right off the back, we have some really, really good energy. Okay, this represents control, stability, conservativeness, you know, those wonderful things. So Scorpios, you guys are excellent at, your intuitive nature is excellent. Like, you are able to read people pretty well. You have learned to listen to your inner voice, and that's a great thing. But you also crave the stability, because sometimes being around too many people, that I learned with the water signs, is that you pick up on so much energy, whether it's good energy, high vibration energy, or low vibrating energy, that sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out where to place all of that, those different energies, you know, in your space. And you kind of sort of pick up on other people's energy, and sometimes you react to those energies. And so this is telling you, you're going to have a much more stable life, learn how to control your emotions more, and that kind of thing. That's for the first one. So I want to give you an idea of how I, if you are familiar with my other videos, how I actually read the cards and why I do the extended readings. The Five of Cups talks about perspective. When you see the Five of Cups, you see the sun here, and you see it's light over here, it's dark over here. You have glasses turned this way, glasses turned this way, that way, cups, goblets, glasses, same thing. Because this is your perspective on things. You can either choose to see things with the glass half full, or you can choose to see them with the glass half empty. And I'm going to say, judging by what I see so far, you're seeing the glass half full, okay? Which, you're very optimistic. Okay. We know that every zodiac sign has the pros and cons, and we'll go through that in just a moment as far as the Scorpio, things that people have said. But I like to focus on the pros for each one of the zodiac signs, because it's already enough that people like to try to focus on the negative with zodiac signs, but focusing on the positives, or the higher vibration, or the pros for each sign, will also help you, Scorpios, to see that you're not crazy. You're not, because a lot of things could alter the way we see ourselves. It could be upbringing, it could be your environment from a childhood, your adolescent years, all the way up to adulthood. You could just be in the wrong environments, you know, surrounded by the wrong people. So your perspective, you have to look inward, your instincts, your internal instincts, and pay attention. Okay, And even if you're in the midst of a lot of negative energy, remaining positive regardless, no matter what, okay? Because we've all heard good and bad things about our astrological signs. But one of the things I want to say about the pros of Scorpios is that you guys are focused, you're brave, you're loyal, you are ambitious, you lean on your faith. Those are some pros. So if there's anybody in your space that's telling you otherwise, look at it, remember from that perspective that this is who you are, and then stay focused, because other people, even though being a water sign, you guys pick up on so much energy around you. It doesn't mean you have to learn how to reject certain energy and maintain your focus. Okay, so that's that. The Magician, you have everything you need in your life. Look, these crystals and this crystal ball, you have all the tools that you need, and you have an infinite, see the infinite sign, infinity sign right here. You have all the tools necessary that you need to be great. And like I said, a lot of Scorpios are highly educated, are because you guys are so determined and so focused on getting your and highly successful. And success doesn't always mean just money, but you guys, no matter what you put your mind to, you go for it. You guys know how to manifest your dreams. You know how you have true potential. You are innovators a lot of times. This Magician card is ruled by the planet Mercury, and this is for Gemini and Virgos. So you guys are like right on point, I want to get back to this card in just a second, but you have all the tools that you need to be successful. Like I said, you know how to manifest. And people, it's amazing, people look at Scorpios and wonder, how did they get that position? How did they get that thing that they were searching for? Like, how is their credit so perfect? How is this and how is that? It is because you guys literally know how to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Well, everybody else is kind of standing around like, how in the world did the Scorpio do it? So, but you guys know how to do it, and you have an infinite wisdom and an infinite power or something about you that no matter what it is, you just know how to pull the tools necessary to be successful when they're needed. Even if you look in your toolbox and you say, I don't have that thing. But when you need it, it's there. So that's that. We're gonna go back through these cards in a minute. Okay, we have the Sun. Okay, this is I love the Sun card. Actually, I love all the cards, but this Sun card is, you have learned how to manage your emotions. Okay, look at her, right here. What people don't understand, this sign right here is you're tapping into a higher power. This is your energy, right? You're tapping into energy, and that's what she's doing. She's tapping into energy from the sun, and you're being illuminated. Even the flowers on your head are healthy and strong and vibrant. Everything in this picture is vibrant, and this is you. And what's amazing is that a lot of people don't know how you do what you do, Scorpio, but you do it. You get it done. And there are people who could be sitting around wondering, again, how does the Scorpio stay so positive, stay so warm, stay so radiant in the face of what most people would just kind of sort of go off in a corner and hide and kind of sort of disappear. But you guys know how to tap into your inner peace. Okay, so that's that. The Fool card here is the let me make one more statement about this. This is the Leo. This is the Sun is ruled by the Sun card is associated with the Leo sign. Okay, so the Sun. All right, here we go. The Fool is associated with the Aquarius. Now, we know what the Fool means, but people use it like recklessly. Now, if this was in reverse, it would mean exactly what you think it means, which is reckless, foolish, make stupid mistakes, so on and so forth. But the Fool upright, look at her. You don't have a care in the world. Matter of fact, you're pretty pure. You have that white rose in your hand. You just kind of carefree and loving life, and you're just enjoying yourself, right? So this is a lot of good energy, Scorpio. Here's where things kind of sort of turn a little bit, but I'm almost certain when I pull the next set of cards, it's going to explain why we're here. This is the Five of Pentacles, right? I only received this card. If you go back and look at some of my other readings, if you're a cross watcher, you watch other astrological signs, or you may want to look at something else in your rising and moon and Venus. This right here, she is, a lot of people read this in sort of a negative way, but here, listen to this perspective for the Five of Pentacles. First of all, the Pentacles represents money, your journey to money and wealth. Okay, that's first. That's your coins. She is sitting here, or this female energy right here, because this is masculine, feminine energy, whichever applies. This person is sitting here in front of a vault, right? If she stood up, she could probably walk 1, 2, 3 steps, and she's right at the front door for this vault, right? Usually vaults have a lot of wealth behind that door. So what this indicates to me, what this is telling me, is that you, in your intuition has been telling you are about to come into some money. This is confirming it. So you're sitting there waiting for that vault with all the wealth and money to be available to you. Okay, Scorpio, let's just dive a little deeper to see exactly what the other cards are going to say, because I'm almost certain that this is going to show us, give us a little bit more as to when your money's coming in, when your wealth is coming in, your money and your wealth is coming in. And also, if there's anything else. Spirit guides, please tell me a little bit more about what the Scorpio is going to, what is going to happen for the Scorpio with their money, with love, career, and anything else that you want to share with me, universe. Please share with me what is in store for the Scorpio. All right. Okay. Let's dig a little bit deeper, because we're going to bring all of this together. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. I like this. All right. Okay. Here goes the Leo card again. This is strength. Okay. Remember I told you Leo card here? So you're very strong, but it's a graceful strong. It's not like it is not an aggressive kind of in your face. And this shows, this confirms it, because you've done all the work, Scorpio. You're not the hothead. Like sometimes people see Scorpios as being a hothead, like they just snap and go off and so on and so forth. But you've learned how to control that energy. You are strong internally, and this further confirms it. The Sun and the Strength card are both Leo cards. So you have that strength inside of you. You have the fire, which is, you have these colors here, the vibrant orange, yellow, red colors, which are vibrant colors. So you have that. The Leo is a fire sign, and their journey is to spirituality and taking action. So you still have that fire inside of you, Scorpio, but now you know how to control those emotions. Remember when I was saying earlier that you can walk into a room, most water signs can walk into a room and they can feel the energy of the room, and they either react, or when a Scorpio has learned how to, like a scorpion, you either attack, you either strike out, or for the Scorpios that have learned how to control those control their energy and just simply reacting to an event, you guys have learned how to sit back and watch and wait and pay attention and strike when necessary. There's a difference. Some people just fly off the handle. They go from 0 to 1,000. Some people are very meticulous in their planning, and they do it only when necessary. So here is telling me that instead of you just simply striking and simply responding, if necessary, you just turn around and walk out. And you save your energy for whenever it's for another situation. You continue to vibrate higher. Look at this. This is the Devil card. This is the Capricorn. Capricorn energy. This is funny because for the Capricorn, I actually got this card too. Okay, so I'm going to tell you exactly what I told the Capricorn because this is what I'm seeing here. Actually, I see two cards that I saw for the Capricorn. But this one right here is saying that someone is obsessed with you. And an ex is obsessed with you. They're stalking you, whether they're stalking your social media pages or they're directly doing it or they're getting someone else to do it. This card also denotes fear and doubt. Okay? If you have an ex that when you guys broke up, things were kind of, there wasn't like a horrible breakup where there was a restraining order involved, and you guys are still on somewhat okay terms, maybe you feel like you just kind of giving each other a break, let the relationship go. I cannot say that any plainer or clearer because we have planets right now that are in retrograde, and a lot of people are going back to exes that did not serve them well to begin with, simply because planets are in retrograde, and they don't even realize why they're going back. They're all of a sudden thinking about exes, reaching out, contacting exes, and they don't even understand why. But Venus being in retrograde, the zodiac signs associated with that with Venus is Libra and Taurus, and so when Venus is in retrograde, your thoughts are about your financial situation, your money. It's also about a love, right? So remember earlier when I said this Four of Pentacles, which was the first card, about control, stability, being conservative, all those things. You're also thinking about that. You're also living in your head. You are at a point where you feel like if you're thinking about an ex, should I go back? You're just kind of in that reflective state. Should I go back? Should I stay? Okay, no, come out of your head. Please, Scorpio, get out of your own way. Come out of your head. There's nothing back there for you, okay? And the reason why I know, in this card, I got this card too, for the Capricorn, was the Hermit card. This is a Virgo card. You're thinking about your life. You're thinking about some things. You're reflecting. And again, because things are in retrograde, I'm not really surprised that this card came up again. You're thinking about, let's see what other planets are in retrograde. We also have Jupiter in retrograde, where you're thinking about, ideas. You're thinking about your vision, your belief system. Also, Saturn is in retrograde. So that's Capricorn Aquarius energy. By the way, Jupiter is Sagittarius energy. Just want to make sure I add that. But you're thinking about, with Saturn being in retrograde, you're thinking about relationships. You're thinking about work goals and responsibilities. You're thinking about new attitude towards obstacles. There's just a lot going on in your mind. You're thinking about, it's just a lot going on right here. And it's okay to have those things, because some planets are going to be in retrograde for quite some time. You have still a couple of months. Venus being in retrograde is only going to last up until the 24th or 25th of this month. But it's okay to sit back and think, but don't give it too much energy where you're exhausting yourself, okay? Because that could possibly happen. Remember, these planets being in retrograde have more control over our actions than we think. So those are those two right there. The Tower card. This right here tears down everything, all the beliefs you thought that you knew. It just tears everything down. And what a lot of people don't understand, I think, about the Tower card is, you see the lightning bolts. I'm going to see if I can get as close as possible. You have the lightning bolts, you have the buildings actually destroyed, they just fell to the ground. Is this thing that's happening in your life is happening abruptly. It's like everything just comes crashing down. But it's a mindset. Like everything you thought. Okay, let me put these together. The things that you're thinking about the ex, you have fear in your mind. And as far as the ex is concerned, it just says, the cards say that someone's addicted to you. Someone's fixated on you, that kind of thing. But you also have fear and doubt in your mind of like what's to come, like, what your future is going to be. But I'm getting ready to give you some really good news in a second. Abandon all of that. Allow that to change like right away. That's this Tower energy. Just allow it to just come crashing down, because you really, really don't have any fear. You shouldn't have any fear or doubt about anything that's happening in your future, because guess what? Princess of Pentacles. Remember I told you Pentacles is your journey to money and wealth? That's what this is. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, your journey to wealth. You have everything right there. The universe is working in your favor. And what's interesting about this card in particular is you see the vibrant colors. You have, the pink, you have the orange, you have the teal color, all these, it's a fire inside of some of these soft colors. So it's like a healthy balance for you. You're grounded, you're practical, in your thinking. You have this thirst for knowledge, and that's what this is. And so that's a great thing, because after you tear down all of this, there's room for rebuilding, right? So this is telling me that whoever your ex is, whoever you've been thinking about giving any kind of energy to, whether it be your ex, your money, you have to tear down all those things that did not work for you. Let's say you were a person who spent your entire paycheck when you got paid. This time, your ideal is going to be, you know what? I'm going to save 10%. I'm going to save 5%. I'm going to save 50%, whatever, of my paycheck, because I want better for myself. So I'm not going to do things like I used to do them anymore. If it pertains to your ex, it may be a situation where you feel like I may have allowed certain things and behaviors to happen, in the past, but no longer. I'm actually setting boundaries now. So you're tearing down your old ideals, and you're starting afresh and new, something totally different than what people didn't expect. But I want you, before I get to this last card and I do a little bit more in depth here, what I want you to understand, my Scorpios, is this is gonna I usually don't share the cons of zodiac signs, because I like to keep all the energy at a high vibration. Not that I am like I don't know what the cons are of every zodiac sign, but I feel like we all need to be reminded of who we are, like why we were put here, our purpose, like our contribution to the universe. So whereas before, people may have labeled you as jealous or possessive or secretive or resentful or dominating or whatever, and it could be your ex, that's telling people all these things that, oh, they're secretive, they don't tell you everything, they're, they're resentful, they're super jealous, they're this, that, and the other. You've had time to really go inward and really think about some things and how you want your life to be, right? Again, perspective. Do you see the glass half full or you see the glass half empty? You, my Scorpios, actually see the glass half full. You've been doing the work. You, like I said, you have all the tools inside of you to be and do whatever it is that you want to be. But you didn't realize it at first. So that's why we're coming around and talking about these things, is you've been doing the work. You have been putting in all the work. You have torn down your ideals of how things were. Maybe because you grew up in a chaotic environment. Maybe because, people assumed that they knew you before you even opened your mouth, Scorpio. Oh, all Scorpios are so-and-so. We've all heard that. Every zodiac sign has always heard. And people sort of tend to go to the negative, which is really weird, because if on the receiving end, if all you heard was negativity, maybe you bought into it and you started to believe it. But again, let me reiterate the pros for Scorpios. You guys are extremely focused, you're brave, you're loyal, you're faithful, and I mean faithful in terms of spirituality, faith. You have a lot of faith, and you're very ambitious. So I don't know what the thoughts are, the negative thoughts. Maybe the person that you were dating, you guys were just not compatible, and maybe you guys had not realized your strengths, because I think, that whole compatibility thing is like this sign doesn't gel well with that one, and so on and so forth. The compatibility is low. It's only because people haven't come to the realization of who they really are fully. Because if you did, you would respect that person for who they were created to be, and they would respect you for who you were created to be, and you guys could coexist in that space. Okay? Because we all have something wonderful to bring to the universe. But here's the last card, which is Aries energy, the Emperor. You, my Scorpio, have been through a lot. Okay? Nobody gets to this seat, this Emperor seat. And again, this is masculine, feminine energy. This is for my masculine and feminine energy. So we don't have to specify whether it's male or female. But this person has, they've earned this place. That's you. Remember I said you're focused. You're focused, you're brave, you're loyal. You have a lot of faith. You're ambitious. This is where it got you. So what I'm reading, like what I see for you Scorpios, is off the top is everything that you want in your life. The stability, the money, the financial health, the physical health, being in shape, everything, the health and wellness, everything that you crave, you already have it. It's literally like the people that you were with in the past, your ex, and then could have been some other people around you, really made you believe in the cons of the Scorpio instead of the pros. But I am here to confirm that you are all the pros that I mentioned. You are intelligent. You are focused. You are brave. You are loyal. You have more than the size of a mustard seed faith. You are very ambitious. And don't allow people to talk you out of believing in yourself because they don't know who they are. Okay? This is why I said to you, do not go backwards. Don't go backwards to an ex. Don't live in fear. Don't worry about people saying, oh, this is just an act. This is not who they really are. This is who you really are. Be who you really are. And if a person is in your life and they're trying to constantly remind you of what you used to do and how you used to be, just simply smile and say, thank you. Thank you for reminding me how far I've come. I've really grown. I need to pat myself on the back, okay? So this is what you guys need to tell yourself. let me see what kind of energy, because I've spoken about your health. I've spoken about your money, because it looks like you have a full balanced life, carefree life. That vault is about to swing wide open for you. But a lot of things depends on this tower. You completely shedding the old image of who you were. I'm talking about from the inside out, not just pretending that you're just this calm, cool, collected person that's receiving all of this energy, this wonderful energy from the sun and all of that. You have the strength inside of you, and you have the strength. You have 2 strength cards. You have 2 Leo cards, but saying that you have the strength inside of you to make those changes, to tear those old ideals down. And like I said, we're in retrograde right now. So you're thinking about all of this stuff right now. All of it, Scorpio. You're thinking about all of these things, and you're saying, you know what? When I emerge, I may have some scars, but I'm going to take my rightful place back on the throne. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking around. This is where I belong, and I don't care who thinks what about me. I know who I am. And so that is the reading, that I'm getting for you. Yeah, that's the reading I'm getting for you, which I think is a really, really, really good reading. I think with this Tower card, Scorpio, I think that there is an Aries in your life. I'm just getting, I'm getting that you have a lot of major arcanas here, a lot of major arcanas. I'm getting that there is an Aries in your life, something with your relationship with an Aries needs to be torn down and rebuilt. I'm not getting that the Aries is an ex, but I'm getting that there's something with an Aries that needs to be torn down and rebuilt. I mean, start fresh, start anew, because things could be so much better with you guys if you just, and when I say you guys, of course you guys, you all know that I mean masculine, feminine energy. It could be for a guy, it could be a good male friend that you guys may have had a falling out or some misunderstandings, and now, that you have torn down those ideals and you guys are not coming from a judgment zone, that you guys are better now. It could be 2 women who were once close that tore those ideals down of each other, the negative energy, and now you guys are close again as you once were. But this is what I'm getting of this Aries energy, Scorpio, that whatever happened needs to be torn down and rebuilt. I mean, from scratch. And I mean, everybody needs to create boundaries and really take ownership of maybe the roles that they played in the demise of the relationship. Because when you tear things down, there's room now for rebuilding. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of sort of getting. This is what the energy, the universe is sharing with me with this. I don't see anything in terms of like a new relationship with you guys. I see a lot of money. I see a lot of freedom. I see a lot of strength. I see a lot of just taking your rightful place, Scorpio. That's what I see. I think this is the first reading that I've done that I didn't see like relationship anything, like new person coming into your life. Like I said, in terms of your ex, I wouldn't go back. This is a new you. This is a new time for you to take your rightful place on your throne, Scorpio. And so that's what I have for you guys. It's been an excellent reading. It's also been pretty interesting too, because there's like a lot of reflection and remembering who you are. Scorpio, you guys are great. I mean, you really, you are really admired by a lot of people. And I think you just need to remember who you are. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. That was a really, really good reading. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm actually happy for you guys, as I'm happy for all the readings, you know, the astrological signs that I do. But like I said, that was a very interesting reading. Yeah, you guys need to go ahead and reclaim your throne. I think that's what I'm going to name this: Scorpio, reclaiming your throne. All right. Thank you. If you like this reading, Scorpios, please like, share, and subscribe. This has been Queen Amun Ra, coming to you with Scorpio's reading for June 2nd through June 9th. Look out for my readings every Tuesday, and you guys be blessed. Thank you.